So you got yourself on a path and you feel like you're doing the right thing. But people think that you're not. They're hating. Let's talk about how to ignore the haters. All right, well, back in the day, I went to a really great Cat Williams show. And he said, which seemed to be true at the time, if you don't grow or make any haters, you're not really doing anything.
You gotta be grateful. You need haters.
When I was in dental school, basically, right when I got to dental school, I was coming off of being a rock star, and I still had some rock star stuff going on. I got to open for John Mayer and the Black Eyed Peas, and just play some really good gigs and was invited to some really good gigs right on the way to dental school, literally right on the way to dental school. I had a chemistry teacher that I told, look, I'm gonna go on tour with the Black Eyed Peas in Europe, and it's gonna start in England, and then we're gonna go to, I don't know where else we were going, but it was like a 2-week tour. And this teacher would not let you talk to him. You could only email him things. So I emailed it to him. And I wish I kept his comment, but this is what he said to me. He goes, wow, that's a great opportunity, and I would do it if I were you. I really would, but I would drop out of school first. Huh? I was like, this guy just told me to drop out of school in order to go play music on the road? All right, I had to re-email him. I said, no, that's not gonna happen. What I need to do is know how many classes can I miss so that I don't fail your class. Please, Dr. Robot. And he told me, 1 week. And that was it. I took a week off and I went on the tour. I went to Europe and played with the Black Eyed Peas. And I don't think that guy was necessarily a hater. I don't think he was, but he definitely was not on my side. I mean, he was my General Chemistry 2 teacher, and he thought that a comment like that was gonna be all right. And when I finally got to actually talk to him, I was like, Doc, what type of comment is that? Tell a guy to drop out of school? Who does that? And he was a robot. He did not care. He was like, I told you to do that. And I'm like, okay, Doc. No, we're not doing that. So you got to definitely weed past those people that are not necessarily for you. One of the hardest things to do, could be a really hard thing to do, is block out the world and focus on your task. Now, your tasks is not going to give you immediate satisfaction. It's not. Because whatever you've chosen to do, in whatever form you've chosen to do it, it probably is hard. It's probably something that not everybody's doing, probably. And because it's hard and not something that everybody's doing, well, that means that you are gonna have to be special and find out a special way to make yourself work your focus. You're gonna have to block out the world. It's weird, but you don't have to do it the whole time. All you have to do is do it in chunks. You do it in chunks. You take breaks, you rest, you relax, you have fun. And then you just know that you gotta get back on task. We cannot be on 10 all the time. It's impossible to do. The body just isn't built like that. That's why we sleep. We sleep so that we could reset our body so that it could be ready for the next thing when we're awake. So just make sure that you're blocking out the world in moments, in sections, in chunks, so that you can do your focused attention on your chosen vocation. People may ask you what you're doing, and you may be inclined to tell them. They might say, what? You gonna what? Like, okay, rock star, right? So I told all of my other rock and roll friends, I said, hey, I'm gonna be a dentist. And they said, what? You gonna what? You're not gonna be a dentist. You can't be a doctor, no. No, you're not gonna do that. They actually said this. As a matter of fact, one girl said, look, when you go to dental school and you fail out, we'll be right here waiting for you. This is actually what she said to me. I had to ignore all of that stuff because I actually care and cared about these people, but not that they didn't care about me. I mean, maybe I don't want to think that, but They did not give me any loving, pushing advice to keep on going with what I said I was going to do, which was be a dentist. And of course, I'd never been a dentist before. I barely knew dentists. I didn't know what they could do, should do, and how they even got to be called Doctor of Dental Surgery or Doctor of Medical Dentistry, that's DMD. I just said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it, and here we go. Believing can be seeing, right? And then seeing also can be believing. But sometimes you can believe something and you see no evidence of it. Sometimes you could see something and don't believe it at all. But here's the one thing that just is, and this is just the truth of life. If you put focus and energy into one task and it seems like it's not moving, the only thing that you need is more time. The more time you put into it, that object that you want to move will move. And you just gotta know that. There's gonna be times and days that you put energy into your vocation, and it's gonna feel like you have not moved the dial forward or pushed yourself forward at all. Do not worry about that. Keep going, because if your goal is bigger than yourself, that goal is going to propel you, drag you forward towards it. You know, I just did a video on finding your why, and your why is the thing that you should start with. Please go check out that video that I made on finding your why. So now we're on social media, and now you've told some people what you're gonna do, which actually I don't recommend. Keep your thoughts and keep your goals to yourself, and just do it, and then show them what you have done. All of a sudden, you're gonna be the caterpillar, and then they're gonna be like, yeah, he's cocooning somewhere, and then you are the butterfly, and they're like, oh, look at this beautiful butterfly. Who's that? They don't even recognize you. But social media is there, and we can make a mistake, and we can say something maybe that we don't want to say about our future, and comments may ensue after that. Hopefully the comments are good. Hopefully. But it's possible that some of the comments are bad. And that's all right also. Again, the good and the bad comments are no problem. Good is great. Bad is great. Why? Because you've got yourself in a way that is focused and centered enough to not let anything good or bad affect you in any way, because you are staying on task. So your haters, they might come for you. They might. And that's okay. Because they are scared or jealous, or they see something in you now that they might not see in themselves, and they wish it was in them. And that is great. That is okay. How about you be the light? How about you be the inspiration for somebody that maybe at one time hated, and now they don't hate anymore? Because now they might want to be you. Do you, be the best productive you can be, absolutely and always. That's all I really wanted to say about ignoring your haters. Please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment, good or bad, in the comment section below. I'll take care of myself, I'll be all right, but leave a comment. Oh, you know what? And share this video with a friend. Tell a friend. And thanks so much for watching. Talk to you later.